Just gonna start planting some corn. It's raining pretty good.
This is nice deleted Chevy Duramax. What the? Well guys, good morning. Oh gosh, quarantine here. Oh, I don't like it, Pat. That's better. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms. And today I'm heading up to the farm. It's kind of miserable out, but it's not raining and fields are dry, so let's get moving. Looks like the guys that run these fields around us are putting on some fertilizer. Hess Farms. Dang. Around my place where I live, there's a lot of farm ground, probably 200-300 acres that they're putting in corn right now, and looks like they're putting on fertilizer. Surprised they don't have a newer sprayer for as much ground as they run. Where you're looking right now is back towards home. My home down in Davenport, it's all cloudy and gloomy looking. Up here to the north, back towards the farm, looking pretty nice. I think it's gonna be a dang good day. Sounds like we're gonna have 2 good days of running. Hopefully we can finish everything up, everything but one field probably, and then we might get rained out for the next 2 weeks, which I would be fine with. Hot weather, rain, most of our crop in the ground, I would be 100% okay with. Hey guys, I found some footage when Nathan was actually planting some corn in the rain, so let's go ahead and jump to that. So this video is going to be a little bit out of order because of that, but it's just a couple days, so let's jump to that. What do you guys think about these shirts? I'm looking at selling them. Card right here, if you guys are interested in purchasing any of these shirts, or this logo will be on a couple hats as well, let me know. I'm gauging interest. Vote right here if you guys would purchase these merchandise, if you guys don't, or if the price is right. Let me know. Ron's here. I'm going to bring this tractor into the shed and start filling it up with DEF. Nathan carried the camera yesterday but couldn't get it to work, so I showed him how to use it today. And now I'm gonna fill this tractor up with DEF and he's gonna go up to Bellevue. This thing is a newer tractor, so this thing uses DEF like it's his freaking job. So we gotta fill this thing up with DEF probably every other day. So that's what we're doing right now. All we do is we get our DEF in 55-gallon drums. We just have a little electric pump.
Well guys, we're up in Bellevue, or I'm up in Bellevue. Just gonna start planting some corn with our 12 row up in the hills. Dad usually plants the corn, but it's a little different this year. I'm helping him out. Just get things done a little quicker. Conditions have been right for us so far. So I'm doing a lot of sweeping stubble ground that hasn't gotten worked at all. And a little bit, the ground that's a little bit tougher to get to with the 24 row. Just easier for him, and now that I'm home, I can do it. It's a good thing I got done when I did. It's about dark here. I ran out of seed and I had to sit for a half an hour. Rookie move, I guess. But thankfully Ronald ran seed up to me and started to sprinkle a little bit, so I was getting close to being done, and thank God it just kept on kind of sprinkling. As you can see now, I'm just going through the creek right now up in Bellevue. It's raining pretty good. So I timed it about right, I guess you could say.
Well, just so you know, I'm calling my grandma right now, but you can kind of see Curtis over there on the hillside, soil finishing the hay ground that I sprayed off. Oh, that was the first ground I sprayed, so 3 weeks ago. Nathan's working on his bean planter. Curtis is hooking up the disc. Brian is out soil finishing. Pat is getting bean lid or ear lidge. We have that down in our neighbor's silo we're running from him, so he's getting that. I'm gonna pull his planter out, pull that out of the way, and then I'm gonna get my sprayer out and start looking that over, get that over to the water tank, get ready to fill that thing up. A little cold, not too bad though. Got down to like 38 last night, so that was not great, but not awful. So I'll pull this long thing out and get going. This thing's longer than a semi, so it's kind of hard to maneuver around sometimes, but luckily I'm the master backer-upper person. I'm actually gonna pull this thing around, fill it up with fuel, and then get her moving. Get this thing out of the way so I can get the sprayer going. Nathan's getting his planter looked over. So that thing's fueling up. I'm gonna get the sprayer out, pull that thing over next to the water trailer, and then come back here, pull that thing around the shop, and then hopefully by that time Pat will be back and I can ask him what he wants me to do exactly and then get moving. Fun fact, for those of you guys who don't know, we do have an auger going across the top of this building, and that way we actually can fill this building up with corn, which we might have to this year because I don't think we're gonna sell everything from last year's corn, so you guys will definitely be able to see that. So let's check fluids and get moving. All right, fluids are good, let's go. Sweet. Back this thing out and pull this thing over. Those Curtis is gonna go disc after he fills up some tire pressure. Tire. That's it. And guys, be sure to like the video. These cows want you to like that video. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. All right, Curtis is gonna go fuel up and then disc the last field that we gotta do. It's old hay ground. It's had cattle in there, so let's give it a level it off with the disc. Nathan's gonna fold up his 1245 bean planter or split row planter that we mainly use for beans. And he's gonna give me a ride down to his place to get the other pickup. How this planter works, it's basically on a parallel link arm. You can kind of see it's got a cylinder right there which raises it all the way. There he's raising it. Now what it'll do is there's a cylinder right in there that actually spins the thing. It runs on a track that spins at 90 degrees so he can transport it narrow. Which you'll start to see here right here quick, probably in about 5 seconds, or right now. You can kind of see it spins on the center right there. Spins around. And he'll lock it into place. And this tongue also telescopes, so when he's out folded out, he can get closer to the drawbar. So, it's kind of a neat planter if you think about it. They weren't the first to design this, Kinsey was, but I don't have a problem with people that copy good designs or copy and make their own good designs, because Case didn't come out with this, but I like this design better than the Kinsey design, if I'm being honest. So. Now he's folded up and he's gonna pull this thing out of the way or shut it off. So right now I'm transferring chemical from this almost empty tote to this same chemical, but just about a half full tote. So I can just have one chemical and this will last me the rest of first pass corn. Stalwart C, it's basically a generic dual. It's got metrichlor as the active ingredient, which that's generic dual. So we will go ahead and do that and then fill up with sprayer and get something to eat. Got my board fixed that I broke earlier, just with some wood screws and an impact. And I got all the chemical transferred out of that empty tote into the fuller tote. So now I'm gonna take the skid loader, take the empty tote over to our storage area and put the full tote on the trailer. That way I'm ready to go. Alrighty guys, I'm hooking up Curtis's truck. His nice deleted Chevy Duramax. I'm hooking that thing up to Nathan's tender. I'm gonna fill him up with beans. Nathan's got a big old smile when he saw me driving this thing. This thing is pretty bad, you know what. All right, Nathan just went to go get Curtis and Brian. I am actually gonna switch this shuttle. This is the full one, that's the empty one. Set this off to the side, grab that shuttle, set that one off the side, put this one on there, hook all the fittings up, and then go in for grab something to eat. All right, shuttle is put away. There goes Nathan. He's gonna go get Curtis. So I'm gonna take a look at this pump and then call it good. Grub time. Alrighty guys, so I'm gonna take this chopper uptown. Just gotta get some work done to it, and we obviously do not have time. So I'm gonna take this chopper up, take this up to Kuhnel's. So this is our FR 9060. It's our chopper. It's about 9-10 years old. We bought it new, put every single hour on this thing. It's got about, I don't know, 3,000 hours on it, 3,400, something like that. Not all chopping hours, but engine hours. So it's a really good chopper for us. It's my actually first time driving it down the road. I don't get to drive this thing ever. Maybe someday, but I doubt it. I'm never around when we're chopping. We used to do a big custom chopping business. Haven't done it so much with my uncle who passed away 7 years ago now. He was the one that ran the business. So we still do some, kept up some customers, but definitely not as much as he used to. I think Nathan wants to really get back into it when he gets back from college next year. But for right now, we keep it around mainly for ourselves and do 7 to 10 customers every year we chop for. It's been a good business for us. So again, this FR 9060, I'm taking it uptown to Kuhnel's to get worked on. Just made it to the dealership. So they're gonna get pulled in the shop, get it worked on. We're just gonna get checked and see what all needs to get fixed, and we're probably just gonna figure out what we actually want to fix and what they recommend. Then we'll get this thing ready for chopping season. We got rye to chop here in the next month, so that's why we're getting ready. And that's why we're not, because we're in the middle of planting. That's a nice 3240. Goal someday, maybe. So Pat and I are gonna feed cattle right now. So we got 2 more loads left to do. It'll take us about an hour and a half. Nathan's gonna take off in the 340. He's gonna start planting. He's gonna go to Huffman's and Kuhnel's and hopefully quit up at Long's tonight. So he's gonna fuel up. Pat's just back dragging the ditch out there, really get it nice and clean. And him and I are gonna start chores. Now Pat and I have to feed cattle, so I'm in the 966, the Malameta feeder wagon. Pat just drove by with the SV 280 skid loader. Alrighty, I just brought the skid loader back, so we got 2 bunches of cattle to feed right now. Usually it takes a couple hours each day to feed cattle, especially now because we're pulling part of our feed out of an upright silo and it takes forever to do that. So yeah, now we're kind of counting 3 to 3.5 hours a day for chores. So that's why we really can't ever really get an early start, because 1 to 2 people have to be dedicated to chores every single day. So it sucks, but that's what we gotta live with. So I'm gonna take the 4-wheel up to Butch's and we're gonna feed Butch's. Feeding time. Let's go. Come on, hi. Come on, yep. Come on, yep. Let's go. Every day we got boots in the poop. Boots in the poop, if you know what I mean. Come on. What I do is I walk half the lot that way. They'll usually stay put. So that way, and then I'll walk these half over there and stand by the gate. How this thing works is you basically have 2 alleyways, and you can only get to this outer alleyway on the corner, on the ends. So basically it makes it easy for us to come in here and feed. Come on, yep. Come on, yep. Working with cattle makes you very goofy sometimes, that's for sure. So like I said, I'm just walking them down to this corner here. They'll stay put over there, and Pat has a free alleyway to come feed. What the? That sucker just walked right by me. And yeah, never turn your back on cattle, guys. Lesson learned. So now these guys are locked in. I'm gonna walk over to this end and actually open that far gate. Come on, yep. Come on. They're ready for their food. Now we'll head back. This purple one's a little feisty. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you guys did, be sure to hit that like button. Comment if you have any questions, and be sure to subscribe, of course. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Hartung Family Farms. And, of course, guys, as always, ta-ta for now.